Yeah, we're here. I'll put it up here. If someone reminds me, I'll put it in the Discord late. Hold on, I gotta download it first. No, I did. It is technically my second quarter-sized figure, 1/4 size figure, but the other one I have is kneeling, so it's not actually, like, as tall. You can see some of my Katsuki record stuff in the background. Transform, fit the screen, boom. That's a comparison to one of my other Remy figures. It's the biggest figure I have. So, and that's a Touhou scale as well. What the fuck is this image? Why is there an image that's not on the screen? It has no image file attached to it in my fucking OBS. Okay, now that I've spent enough time, let's get some grid. This is what I've missed the most. I've missed too much gridding. It's 15-4, whatever. Yeah. I think I die for your sins. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be Jesus, not me. I haven't done any grids. That's big. Yes, it is a quarter-size figure. Hello, Alan. Another Nazarene Day. Nazarene has no surname? I didn't know that. Not perceived as a god. That's pretty fucking vague. Okay, I'm gonna go Hatade down here. Hatade's a good shout up here. That's for Touhou. You almost booted up UFO. Almost. White, silver, gray. Eden. Eden's too easy. Also has gray hair. No known surname. How many people have no known surname? Breaking, tornado. Oh yeah, I got a tier 3 tornado threat today. I don't live in a place that's likely to get much. But, like, I technically am in a tier 3 tornado threat, so... If stream ends and I die, you know why. Be 2-3 Touhou grids are 3? It's actually 4 days, because I didn't do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and now today. I'm not doing all 4 right now. Animal ears or horns. Playable as well. I go like Racing here. Non-human. Racing's not a human. How many humans have horns or animal ears anyway? Playable non-human with horns or animal ears. Does Mima count? Does Mima have a horn? I don't know. Does she? Nope. I can go Mima here, though. Oh no! I should have gone like Kana. Oh, I'm cooked. I've lost the grid meta. It's been 4 days since I played. This looks harder than LNN. It's true. I've lost the grid meta. White, silver, gray hair. No known surname. If I just go Shingyoku. Okay, 6-7. Back with that again. Glad to see. No known surname. What modern characters don't have a surname? Almost all of them do. There's like Junko, Clown Piece, Chirino, Mima. Does Mima have a surname? I know it shows Mima here, but I swear Mima has a surname. Does Rumia have one? I don't think Rumia does. All rares were cooked. Mima, Gray, yeah. Not perceived as a god. Ooh, Rumia would have been a good shout there. was perceived as a god mean? It's gonna be some really weird shit. No known surname. Such a weird category. How many characters don't even have a surname? Like, I'd have, like, I could go, like, PC98. Like, Yuki. Is Yuki the best pick if I'm going PC98? 2.1, that's pretty good. Be wrong at the bottom, Alexis Tade is your goddess. I have bad news for you. White, silver, or gray? What color hair does Shinky have? Pretty sure it's like gray hair. Like grayish. Shinkster. 9.2. I'm so cooked. Gigi, is that supposed to be Gigi or Gigi? I don't know, but thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Thank you for the good luck, Dripperano. Before I do the Touhou, I'm warming up with some grid. Gigi, got it. I appreciate the clarification. Horns, animal ears with white, gray, or silver. Lucky runs, thank you. Live? I am a live light general, I know. I left you guys for a while, but I'm back. Crazy, I know. White, silver, or gray with animal ears. How many characters have like white, silver, gray hair to begin with? Because like I can think of Shinky. I can think of Aaron, but neither of those work. Aaron would work for the bottom category, but like I feel like that's like the most common pick, I feel. Yukari. Yukari does not have white, silver, or gray hair. I'm sorry. Ooh. I could go Nemu Node out here. 9.1. I feel like that's gotta be okay. Grayson, silver hair. I feel like that's a little too sketchy. Does Moon Racing have what color hair does Moon Racing have? Doesn't count. Racing would work here. No, that looks more blue. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm not super book knowledgeable in that regard. Mioi. Mizuchi's is like blue, but I feel like it is like blue and like bleeds into gray at times. Seija has stripes. Well, wait. Do you think Seija counts? Yeah. 6-7 again. Horns and or animal ears. He has no Z character. My bad. Horns and animal ears playable. Is there one for PC98 that fits this category? Because I don't think so. I don't think any of the podcast has ears or horns. Because Rokako doesn't, Ellen doesn't, Kodahime doesn't. Rokako, did I say Rokako? Ellen you maybe Chiri don't. I already have Mima, but I don't think. But I already tried Mima here anyway, I believe. Racing would work here, but I feel like I'm just concerned about Racing being too obvious here, right? You feel? Seijo would have been huge here. Ooh, yeah, Seijo is actually a good call out in this spot. But then I would have had to fit someone else in the other slot, and I'm not as confident there. On's fair. I mean, like, the thing is, like, there's On, there's Orin, there's Sunbiton, there's Ringo. Not Ringo, Seirin. Seirin's a decent shout. Who from, like, the... Ooh, Mamizo. Is it ever playable? Or Rumi? No, Rumi's never playable. Ooh, I kind of like Mamizo. Forgets about On. I do like On. The problem is, if chat recommends something that I didn't think about, I can't answer it. 4.7. Okay, we take those. Stormy fighting. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I went fighting games. I went with Mamizo, personally. But no, it's not anything you're on your bad. That. Oh, I had one most pick. It's over for me. Talk some of the others. Who's down here? Okay, Mickey and Tokiko dominating the categories. I had Yuki in the wrong tile! Are you kidding me? I get rid of the duplicates. Middle square. I mean, Sage is actually not that far behind this middle square. She has white hair and... Who? What? What's this? Someone tell me what this means. What is this? Some Touhou nerd needs to tell me what this is. Oh, Tay is a good shout here. Lunasa up there. Jimmy's a good shout. Mickey. Oh, Mickey is going to count here, but also for purple. That's funny. I'm not bitter. Not at all. Okay, now let's go. Let's go. I have not had to deal with Sanyo in 4 days. I had 3 days with no Sanyo. It was great. Now let's bring back the music. Is the game not going to capture? I think it's going to capture. Thank goodness. Swept right into it. Who's a manga? More precisely, it's an in-universe written work by Akio about some of the Touhous. What? Poor Reese was the cat. His gray hair. I wouldn't put it past him. Did I make a post of the Discord? Hold on, I don't think I actually did. I think I got ahead of myself. I did put anything. I should do that real quick. I haven't streamed in a few days. It's completely over for me. I don't remember how to. You know, at some point I gotta purge like a billion things from my Steam wish list. So I always like my phone will light up with like an email notification. I look over, it's just like, oh, something for your Steam wish list is on sale. I'm like, I put that on there like 8 years ago and I never took it off. I really got to. Dude, that would be insane. Mickey counted for purple hair. Don't ask me why. There are some of the categories are a little jank and lenient with things at times. I love the Touhou grid. There are some categories and classifications that I'm a little... Oops, what is this? I'm a little, you know, questioning at times. Huh. That's weird. Still living rent-free, is that? Yeah. Access denying this wiki link again? I don't know, I got it just fine. All them, because you don't have any Touhou characters outside of the essay. Mods ban chicken butt. Blunder? No, he plays Pokemon. What does he have to do with Touhou? Also, not only have I not played in 2 days, I'm also on like 6 hours of sleep. So we'll see how it goes. Because I got back, I got, like, normally I go to bed at, like, 10 to 10:30. The LNN, it was Thursday, right? Did you predict the LNN? I don't remember. I mean, I remember you having predicted the LNN, but I feel like you've done it enough at this point where, like, I just kind of, like, forget the nuances every time you do it. But... oh, stream. No, because unlike last time, unlike last Thursday, when I had caffeine, I don't have caffeine today. Because normally I try to go to bed like 10 to 10:30 on a work night. Because I wake up at 6:20 in the morning, so I'm like, okay, that gets me, you tries to get me about 8 hours. And I didn't get home by LNN tomorrow because you won't be here, SMH. Who would be addicted to coffee the most? Notori? No, Luna. What are you talking about? There's literally an emote for this. Maybe Sumereko. Sumereko's a good shout, too. So I didn't get home till 10:30 last night because I was playing Danmaku with my friends, and we were like, let's do one game. It won't go too long, and then it went long. and then got home 10:30. It's like, okay, but I still needed to do some things. So I did. And then, next thing you know, it's like, it wasn't till like 11:15 where I'm trying to go to bed, and then I go to bed, it takes me a little bit to fall asleep, and then I wake up and like in a panic. I don't know, I don't remember why, but I like woke up in like a panic, like got out of bed, and I looked at the clock, it's like 12:40. I'm like, what the fuck? Why am I getting out of bed in a panic, like waking up in a panic at like 12:40? There's like no loud noises. Like, nothing going on. It's not like it was, like, stormy weather. It's supposed to be stormy weather later today. In fact, I'm actually about to die to a tornado, probably. But, I don't know why. I woke up. Like, maybe it's because I just wasn't out of my bed for a few days. But I never do this. Like, sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night. But I woke up in, like a panic. Like, got out of bed. And next thing I'm standing in the middle of my room, I look at the clock. It says, like, 12:40. I'm like, what? Why? Sub-only stream? Yeah, the one I always do. Is Sumereko too young to drink coffee? Where? Maybe in your questionable European country. You want a max velocity stream? I got into him early this year. Because I used to watch the Weather Channel all the time, but I fucking hate the Weather Channel. Like for the past 10 years, they've just fallen off a cliff. And look into weather. I love the weather. I'm a weather nerd. And I just found some of the stuff, so now I watch it from time to time. I don't think you'll see me on one of his stuff. I live too far to the north to really see anything particularly severe. We'll get some thunder, probably later today, but I doubt we'll even get hail. But you never know. We'll get the historic UP EF5, and I'll die, and you guys will remember me for that. But it's funny you mentioned max velocity, because like literally whenever there's outbreaks and stuff, I often will like even midstream, I'll just like grab my phone and I'll just like pop it up just to see like what's going on. I'll pop up what he's got going on. He's got something. He's live right now, I think. Maybe he's the guy that almost got the LNN. The LNN. Only one tornado warning right now. And it's in Iowa? Yawn! What about you up by you, Potato Bud? You ever get anything severe? LNN? No, that's Alan. It's a different thing. Nope, yeah, I figured much. I can remember getting hail once in my life, but it's been like 15 years. Actually, I think it's been longer than that. I just live it too hilly, too north, terrain, just don't really get much. Which, honestly, for the better. I don't know if I want to be in a tornado here. You paces since you were gone for like a week. I tied my PB pace, it was like last Monday or last Tuesday. I was gone over this past weekend, though. Chicken butt, so I have not played since Thursday. Doing game. Hello, Cake. So, Party bases up playing, of course, yeah. Like, last week was pretty good. Like going into me leaving, like, I had multiple really solid paces. But it's hard to get good paces since I have not played or looked at Touhou, at least our mainline Touhou game, since Thursday. Because it was not last Friday, but the Friday before that, which was the last Friday I streamed, I got a 2 miss. And it was like Sunday or Monday last week that I got another pace up to Divine Orb. No, that would have been... I think that would have been Monday. No, that would have been Sunday, I think. And I think it was Monday I got a really good pace for a while. Like DC, you got another 2 minutes. Hey, nice. Where's your DDC bottom hug only, LNN? Talk to you, B. Seija. You just guess where they're gonna come from. Bro, what are those words I just read? Teobot, not Teobot, fuck. Chicken butt. It's been too long. It's been too long since I streamed. I don't remember how to do this. Teobot, can you speak English? I can't on DTITB. What the fuck are we talking about? I can tell you're a Touhou player because you fucking just like type abbreviations in. Bang game. Why were you not dead? I saw for sure. Blue Devil and Belvedere. Belvedere? Belvedere? So back, yep. Yeah, chat it's up. Hello, Boomerang. We shot type. We're just like typing words now. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty Fudanari shot type, right? That's one of those games, right? Yeah, it reminds me so much of that Fudanari shmup game everyone talks about. Everyone coming out of the woods celebrating Alfonso becoming a father. So, no, I'm not a father. I do want to comment though. And see if anyone knows about this anime. So, while I was out of town, I was at a game store. I took some pictures. I put them in the Discord of all the different figures and stuff on display. Muchi Fudanari, you know that game? Yeah. Glad you knew what I was talking about. And they had a bunch of stuff. There's no Touhou figures this time. I've seen some before, but there's none, tragically. And this is where I got my new deck gear. That is my tallest figure that I have now. So got the tallest figure. But while I was there, I was like looking through everything. I was browsing through them, and there was this one girl, probably in her 20s, if I were to say, college age, maybe slightly older. Okay, who was working at the store, and she was like going back through a bunch of shelves, like moving a bunch of shit around, trying to like set up some like display things. And she is like grabs a box around, trying to figure out like what looks good on a display. Stage 4 spam is possible on pace. You talking about in this game? Stage 4 spam is free. It's totally. It's YYDO is what's impossible. And everything else, like on Sync 1's also impossible. That's a side story. Anyway, so she's like look through boxes, and like I'm looking at figures and stuff nearby, and she starts kind of like talking, like kind of to herself, and then kind of to me at times of like figuring out how she wants to like set some stuff up, and like how she tries to put a box in like the shelf, and like the shelf's the box is too deep to fit the shelf, or the box is too deep for the shelf to fit it, and she's kind of like making some talk, some like small talk and stuff. And I'm just kind of like going along with it, and she ends up like, oh, I have an idea. And she moves like some boxes and some books, because there's also like a lot of manga and stuff on display. And she like clears some out, but she accidentally like knocks one off the she accidentally like knocks a book like kind of off the back of the shelf. And she's like, oh no, not that one. Then she goes there, grabs it, and she's like, oh, I don't want to lose that. Don't want to lose that one. That's my favorite anime. And it's a fucking manga for free. And if you don't know what free is, it's gay swimming, is the way I put it. I don't know. And in my, I didn't like say this, but in my mind I was like, checks out. What now? Is anyone here familiar with Yuri on Ice? The anime. Because like it's not explicit, okay, but it's effectively like gay figure skating. So kind of the best way to put it. Oh man, it's familiar with you. I'm talking about Yuri on Ice. Free is basically like that, but for like swimming. It's kind of it's kind of my like way I put it. I know it from memes and stuff back in the day. That people walking around with I Heart Yaoi shirts yesterday. In that game store, I definitely see like some particular people. She was like, "Oh, that's my favorite anime. It's free," and I kind of just like smile to myself, like, You said free, I thought the same thing as you. Talked about this one. Talking about what? I'm talking about free / Yuri on Ice, because this story that I'm telling you literally happened 2 days ago. You dingus. You want the clumsy woman of your dream, SMH. Yeah, that was on me. Bumbling that one, might be. What is that series of events supposed to mean? Dude, and here I am walking up to the checkout with this giant Netgear box, with a giant box with a bunny suit Netgear in it. Absolute peak figure, by the way. And there was her. There was another chick who was the one actually checking me out, and there was some other guy at the counter too. They're commenting, and the other girl commented about like, oh man, I have one core size figure, and I have a hard time figuring out like what like they can talk like that, and the original girl was commenting there too, and I wanted to comment because there was the second girl that was at the checkout. She was a bit older. I probably want to say in her 30s. And the thing that made her stand out was I like it's not that often in person I ever see someone with so much makeup on that they look like a fake human being. You know, why did I, like, do that? Shame people who like makeup now. Well, there's a difference between makeup and, like, what is detached from reality. Joker makeup? No, it's not Joker. records they have normal erections. People turns into vivid memories and stories. No, it's happening to be packed of sweaty nerds. So start to become evil from UM. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just turning evil. Because for a long while now, I've been of the opinion that, like, makeup is fine, but there's a limit. Like, there's a very concrete limit. And personally, my like, limit is a little low, but, like, I'm generally fine with the use of it. That being said, like, when you have, like, a completely, like, full artificial, like, tan going on, and your face has, like, so many layers of foundation and makeup that you don't even look like human, almost. It's just... Now, is that an exaggeration? Yes. But, like, it's... Shit-talking Jew? No. It's not Jew. I'm, like, it's... Because you go out in public and you see people be like, oh yeah, I can clearly tell you have makeup on, but like, okay, you clearly have like a little bit of makeup, that's fine. Or someone, it's like, oh, you clearly have a good bit. Like, there's a difference between that and just like an unprecedented amount. I think you're canceling Alfonso. Why? Because I'm critical about... Because I don't particularly... I'm not particularly into... $500 of makeup on at once. Might be. Just the fairy facts. I love it's not the fairy fact guy. That starts. Starts with this hatred. What do you mean hatred? Went from flirting to dehumanizing girls. Pipeline. Typical Touhou pipeline. Go figure what happens to clothes and things she carries on her. Just free clothing for children in Human Village? Good question. I've matched with one stream. Feels he's a misogynist. Listen, I could complain about something to that men do too. I just was point blank with someone who wear way too much makeup. Listen, if you want me to complain about people, like, just wait till I fucking talk to you about everyone in society, dude. Like, I'll like, it's like Friday. I'm like, oops, that's a bomb button. You're gonna be so fired up on bombing. What is that image? Would you wear Chino's dress after people skin her alive? Why are they skinning her alive? What? Another difficulty debate. What's harder, Mickey final or Minariko final? It's Minariko final. Not by a large shoot, but it is Minariko final, I would say. But like, if you want me to like start like just expunge my hatred, then like you just gotta talk to me like someday after I get done shopping. When I'm in like I'm in a mediocre mood, because I'll just get back, I'll just talk to you about like 11 will remember the self-checkout conversation, dude. I got so many of those I could talk about. figured I was easy to get used to. Like, first of all, don't get me started on anyone who takes alcohol into a self-checkout, dude. Holy crap. Second of all, I love when people walk up to the self-checkout. This sign clearly says 20 items or less. I'm gonna roll up with like 50 items in my cart. What happens if you take alcohol in self-checkout? So here's the thing. There's two different types of checkouts that we have in these stores right now, okay? One is called self-checkout, and the other is like normal with fucking cashiers, okay? The thing is, when you buy alcohol in a store, they need to check for your ID, right? So here's the thing: when you go to a normal register, they're like, "Okay, let me see your ID." Cool, you just go with your ID. When you go to a self-checkout with alcohol, okay, someone's got to come over to check your ID. So then you just block everyone behind you. Because the advantage of the self-checkout is it's convenient. It's convenient and it's quick. The problem is when you bring alcohol to a self-checkout, that goes out the window. Suddenly, the whole self-checkout part, you still need someone to check you out because you cannot do it if you're buying alcohol. I could go on for hours about people. Speaking of which, there's also something, and this is in the US, so you have to be 21 or older to buy alcohol. But for stores, because you know people can because like people at the store actually have to like check your ID. You cannot sell alcohol if you are under 18. You can be 18, 19, or 20. You can work at a store, and someone buys alcohol in your lane. You can check ID for them. But if you're under 18, you can't sell alcohol to them. Okay. So when stores hire someone who's like 17 or something. Okay, 16 or 17. What happens is, when they, say they work at a cash register, right? There will be a sign in the aisle. I love this spell, by the way. That will say, "Please no alcohol. I'm under 18." And what do these boomers do who cannot read to save their life? They just bring. Oh, here's fucking like 5 things of beer. I'm gonna bring in this aisle. And they're like, it's like, "Please no alcohol." And it's like, "What? Oh, did you pee?" I could go on for hours about humans in society when I go out there and I see them. Me complain about makeup like once. That's nothing. That's nothing. Like the character rules we ever have over here. Well, I'm sorry we're not Europe in that we don't have. Eat Rage, thank you for the 5 streak. This is name's rather fitting right now. First level or ground level. I don't know if anyone fucking over here has ever referred to anything, any floor as first level or ground level. You should refer to as first floor or ground floor. Specifically, usually first floor. But that's a side issue that I don't want to go on. But that's because, like, unlike Europe, you know, we have, like, alcohol laws. Right? Fucking half of European nations, you know, fucking babies born within 2 months, they're given a giant pitcher of beer. By the time 11 was 4, he was a lifelong alcoholic at that point. That's just German culture, though, to be fair. It's fucking weird. It's just fucking Americans don't have fucking alcohol until they're fucking 21. Pretty weird, isn't it, Robbers? I mean, I tried alcohol before I was 18 before. Like, it is certainly not an uncommon thing for, like, parents or some point to be drinking alcohol, and then they have, you know, 13-year-old kid, "Oh, you want to try a sip of something?" And they'll try a sip, and then the kid will be like, "Oh, this is disgusting." It's a very common thing. I also generally think alcohol is kind of disgusting, broadly speaking. Be 21, not 18, to still feel weird. The thing that I find a little peculiar, the 21 to 18, I don't really care personally, but that's also because I'm just not like I just don't care to drink. What I find peculiar is tobacco. Tobacco used to be you have to be 18 or older to buy tobacco, but then, not that I ever would smoke. I have no interest in ever doing so, but like when I was like 16 or 17, they changed it to now you have to be 21 or older to buy tobacco. I thought the brain's fully developed at 18. Yeah, that argument is a little sketchy, to be fair, because it's like, technically, brains aren't fully developed to like 25 or something. They'll spit it out like a child. I drank out here. Thank you, oh my gosh, what is that? Yudohu Touhou? Yudohu Touhou? Good follow, I appreciate it. The brain never fully developed. People from the liquor stores just waiting for young teens to buy alcohol for them. A bit of money income. What do you mean? What does that mean? There's people in front of liquor stores just waiting for young teens to buy alcohol. For the people to buy alcohol for young teens? Is that what you're saying? It's called undercover cops. Brady stops at 25, and then it's correct to study it was just capped at 25. Teens asking adults buy alcohol for them. Yeah, okay. I mean, underage drinking is a thing. There's also different rules depending on the states, depending on where you live in the states. For example, like I live in Michigan, I believe. I don't think there's any extra rule on this, although I don't know that for a fact. But I know Wisconsin, which is right next week, and that's actually where I was over the weekend. In Wisconsin, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you can't drink until you're 21, or you can't buy alcohol until you're 21. However, if you're with your parents, I believe you are legally allowed to drink younger. I forget what the age cutoff is, but there's like that, right? I forget exactly what it is, but, like, I know there, it's like, if you're with your parents, you can, like... I don't think you can, like, get alcohol yourself, but you can consume it. To a certain... I forget what the age cutoff for that is. I don't live in Wisconsin, so it's not like it really concerns me. But... You haven't done it yourself when you were younger, of course. People get buy rent because they can't get themselves. I mean... I have never done this, and part of this, and none of my closest friends ever have. I've literally worked with people who've shown me fake IDs they used to buy alcohol. Pay remaining to do it with no extra fee. Oh, so hello, Cinnamon. And I may know people who have, like, bought alcohol for someone who's, like, 19 before. Ooh. Maybe. I don't actually know anyone who's ever done that. In theory, I do. In reality, I don't. That's another thing. Like, it's kind of like used to be a big thing. Where, like, you know, people turn 21, they go out and have their first beer and stuff. I never did. In fact, ever since I'm 24... Ever since I turned 21, I have never bought alcohol. I've never used my ID to buy alcohol. Stage 2, this is it, yeah. Because my previous stage 2s have gone so well. I should take a water break. Do you live in this way? Who are you talking about? Are you talking about me or are you talking about, like, Cinnamon or something? You? I live in America. Why do you say I don't live in America? What makes you say that, Game Glitcher? Because I didn't go out drinking when I turned 21? I'd celebrate 21, go drink. Dude! That, like, to be fair, I live in a very heavy alcohol, like, consumption area, like like percentage of people who like drink and stuff, or like alcohol sales per percentage of like people. I live in a very heavily alcohol consumed everywhere, but like, do you know how many people I've heard tell stories about either adults or like people like my age or like within 10 years older than me that talk about like, oh, when they turned 21 they went to a bar and like got wasted or something. Like, I've heard this a billion times. Gale is actually in Touhou's territory, doesn't that count as America? It's interesting. Now, I don't live there, so it's not like it's irrelevant to me, but... Now, to be fair, as well, it's definitely, like, dropped a little bit in terms of people who do that, but one definitely reason was around when I turned 21, was also when, no, that was, well, sort of, it was after, because I turned 21 after this, but, when COVID happened, like, you know, like a lot of bars and stuff were closed for a while. So, like, and, like, some grocery stores are limited. Why am I, like, edging non-2? I should not be playing Touhou right now, but I'm going to. So, like, a lot of people that go and, like, drinking, it's like, you know, going out to go to, like, a bar and drinking just, like, kind of stopped being a thing for a while. Lemuria? No, it's called her inferior Scarlet Sister. Blonde fans can say whatever they want. Remy fans know the truth. Hoishi and Flan fans arguing over who's the better fandom, demonic, genocidal sister. Remy and Satori fans understanding that they're the true ones. Did you know drinking makes you better at Touhou? You should do a shot for every reset. I mean, everyone should know this. Like, why do you think Zune picked up... Like, why do you think Zune, like, made Touhou? Like, he made it under the idea of, like, you drink, like, drinking makes you better at it. That's why I play LNNs on the hardest difficulty. Lunatic, no bomb, no miss, no drink. If not let you drink while doing it. Great image to have about. For my Scarlet Sisters as Opie Lollies. Sure. Edging to Kane, that's what I was doing. Let's just stash with the weather right now. Take a look. Take a look before I go die at somewhere in Stage 3. Not that I would ever die on Stage 3 with limited sleep. Ooh, 4 tornado warnings. I don't think any of them are on me. Sanyo's a living hearts boss in Touhou. So true. Preach. Would you stick that up your urethra? That centipede. It wouldn't fit? Your dick's that small? Sorry, I'm sorry for your loss, Simon. High pressure? Oh, okay. Stage 3 boss at least. Yeah. You put Kagero at 1 and then probably a combination of Sanyo or like Doremi, depending on who you ask. I'm not into sounding, I'm just asking if anyone else is. It's effectively what I'm after here. Everyone know that meme of the guy like quoting Oppenheimer or something? So like the one person like put a tweet, you know, with like a drawing pen like stylus, and they put like the caption that says, "This pen has like spent more time in my urethra than has drawing," and then like response by someone who was like, I was like an architect, like one of the designers behind this pen. This is my Oppenheimer moment. Wow, I cannot believe I capped that. Excuse me, I'll believe you. I'm glad you believe me. Check your DMs. I don't know if you like under any context should accept DMs from Cinnamon. I feel like he's one of those people. If you see if you like see like a notification pop up and it's like Cinnamon, you're like, oh no. That's when you like delete your account and make a new one. Honestly, I feel like at that point, that's what you just gotta do. Okay, I still remembered how to do green spam at least. I hate this dude. This fairy, I hate this fairy more than I hate green spam. I haven't seen Sim in a while. Approach disappeared. He comes and goes as. Futanari's sounding is based, but a centipede. No one's gonna comment on that. Hello. Couple conversations. Ah, yes. Bad places. Somebody goes in and out. Really, it's only stage 3, so rude. I mean, the game's impossible up till this point, so honestly, it's kind of fair. Dude, I have really good money right now. They're so expensive. Good cameras are really expensive. I love this. Dude, this. Oh, it's been a while since I got to talk about this. This spell honestly might be worse than Hydro. It's honestly close. It's really close. Made that for the grind. I've been looking at money for a while. Oh, thank you! Oh, that was so cool. I love Sanyo. Oh, she's so good. What a fun fight. Of course, yeah. Set game glitcher. Mods, can we ban everyone who says 50 set? Doesn't look impossible. Well, it's not impossible. I mean, I've beaten it before. No, not that. Listen, the best way to get a lot of Lutic players, a lot of these Lutic players going, is you just call something free. 50 set's too easy, and you do a 51 set to properly test yourself. Noted. Thank God you're not a Lutic player. Yeah, obviously. Sidman's a lunatic chatter. Come on. You're an Unreal player now. And we're just making up things.
I play on Unreal Engine.
That's cool. Your phone still has an extra player. The crap, you pull up the version right now and do it. The prac is the one. The crap is what they use for like the patches, for like applying like patches and stuff, bug fixes and all that stuff. That's the crap. The prac is the one for the practice tool. That's true. This game also does have spell practice in it. Bomb through stages 1 and 2. Why bomb through stages 1 and 2? According to you, it's free, though, right? Wow, thank you, game. Maybe the game still like proof there's a route to Sanyo non-1. I could believe that there's a route. Or non-1, I don't think non-1. I think spell 1. Problem is, do I really want to sit down and spend 10 hours fucking trying to route out spell 1? Should I? Probably. Do I want to? Not really. Okay, no, just some cave games. No biggie there. Support of Airtel. Oh yeah. Let me just take a glance here. Ooh. Ooh, is that tornado warning? Hey guys, guess what? I'm technically in a tornado warning. are we going? What does that mean? Are you talking about to the 11th thing? Hmm. Now I'm on the actual like tornado part is not a threat to me. It is likely to go like I am like I'm like on the like some of the furthest. Actually, technically, I could literally drive one minute and be in the tornado. Technically, where I currently am not in the tornado warning, but like I'm like a hair out. I'm literally less than a minute from it, so technically it's displaying me as being in a tornado warning, despite the fact that I'm technically not in it. That's quirky. I don't know if I've ever been in a one here. Not a hurricane warning. I don't live on the Atlantic coast. Hold on. I got look more. I got to look more at this. How long has this one been active for? Been active for a little bit. Damn, I just now realized. Over for me. Like for once, he's gonna get blown away. Yeah, it's too far north of me to really. That like even if there's one that's gonna pass through town, there's not like any chance it's gonna get to me. Crazy though. Hold on. Quirky. Sorry, I had to go look at that. I don't know if I've ever. No, that's not true. There's been a tornado warning in town before. I can't remember how many times I've ever seen a tornado warning in town here. This is probably. I can only remember once off the top of my head. I have driven through a tornado warning before in Wisconsin, but that was when you like drive to a buddy's place. And I drove through one, but I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be back in a minute. I mean, I don't come back in like 5 minutes. Assume I've been blown away. I survived, don't worry. Okay, sorry about that. I just have a lot of people I'm messaging and talking to. Back. Wish the prac was more intuitive. I will complain one thing about the prac. It took me a while to figure out how to use the prac, and like I had to ask how to use it eventually. Like I think I actually asked in a Yats stream a handful of years ago. Because I could not I was like, okay, I know the menu exists, I've seen people pop it up, how the fuck does it work? I didn't know backspace is the key to open up the frac thing. Let's see, Zundra, some zesty shit. Some loud thunder I just heard. See, Zundra, some zesty shit in his art. What do you mean by zesty? You just want Yuri pursuits. You were watching a VOD, someone do SA hard broad. I trained, there's bullets on my screen, can't read. The kind of backspace that I never saw before, yeah. I didn't do that, but Yuri's peak though. Mods ban him. But that was the problem early on, is even when I had the prac going, I could never get everlasting BGM going. I was like, how do I work? How do I get everlasting BGM to work? Because I know I've seen people pop up a menu for it. But I was like, how do you get to that menu? I could use the prac for its practice purposes, but I couldn't get everlasting BGM. Clear uses stuff like this for the ending. Yeah, 11. Is that they use F12, so whenever you change settings, you end up with a bunch of Steam screenshots. Back to do some mind control when you talk about USD lunatic clears, yeah. Yeah, it's like 90% the Donpachi and screens look like. Yeah, but like the Donpachi is like Fudanari in it, right? So it's like, that's like, eh. Yeah, glitcher can't access websites, can't solve software, nothing works, yeah. Bro, if my fucking Windows detects something, it's like, yo, this is a suspicious file. Do you want to download it? I'm like, yeah, and I download it. I moved to the right way too quick. Goodbye, cruel world. Your fault? Sounds like it's probably your fault. GA, no way, yeah. Yeah, imagine using Edge. If you're gonna use Edge, you might as well just use Crow. Come on. With 100 different browsers, yeah. That's why I use Chrome. Sort of unironically, he did Explorer 5 years ago. I can't believe you use this internet browser instead of gay furry butt porn browser. That's my favorite browser. Like, that was so good. Like, every other one sucked, but like this gay furry butt porn one, it's like the best browser. Have you tried the Skibbity Sigma browser? It's really good. Back on my copious sugar intake. That's probably me being on vacation. It's just copious amounts of sugar. Is there a problem with that link 11 posted? I'll see it. Use Chrome for the stuff you don't mind people seeing, Firefox for the other stuff. Why are you concerned about people looking at your eye of porn that you Google?
Oh, what if they find my eye of Reimu Yuri Dojins? Oh no! Who's they?
Your laptop or your other stuff? What do you mean by your other stuff? Your homework folder?
Oh no, what if the government sees my like, not you don't have the Hitachi stuff. What am I talking about? You're not based like that.
Okay, I got like a 20% rate on stage 2 today. I think I can like do better. I've been dying to on stage 2. Well, I died to this. It's mostly just me not, like, paying, like, any attention. One time I died on Takane's spell 2, because I wasn't paying attention to my damage output. One time I died on Takane mid-non, because I just wasn't paying any, like, attention to my, like, distance. Back to edging Takane. At least we made Takane. You're back. Where'd you go? Sakia's still cool though. She's knowing to play in a bunch of spots.
Oh no, my steak is too juicy! And my lobster's too buttery! No, I deal too much damage! Oh, my life is so hard!
Play Iron Hidden Star. Real men fuck Iron Hidden Star. And I'm not a real man, that's why I didn't do it to her in Hidden Star. Spell 1-2. Spell 1-2? Is that what? You add 1-2, that's her 12th spell? I don't think she had that many. Can't wait for Hidden Star. I suggest you learn to wait. You ever play Fumo Racing? I have played Fumo. I played Fumo Racing a couple times on stream. Cool game, like it. You think just about one that bad? What, you like behind Festival? I didn't know you liked taking it from behind. Well, I've been posting more links while I'm trying to dodge bullets.
Both shooting the gaps. Yeah, that's one of the problems. That's a pretty long kill. Hey, I just you have to rely on Centipede. I mean, if I use Centipede card in this game, I feel like from my experience with the Centipede, definitely would make the game a lot easier to LNN. Would you rather be forced to play dolls with Flan or forced to have a key party with Remy? I'll take the one with Remy, just because I like Remy more. I have a soft spot for playing with dolls, though, and grew up playing with a lot of American Girl loves with my sisters. But I feel like if you play dolls with Flan, you might end up dead. I hate this guy. My scary Remy's good, yep. Will take you like 15 tries. I mean, I can cap it within 15 tries. Problem is doing it more frequently than 115. Player and I'm not. To be fair, I can do it in quicker than 15 tries. Oh yeah, woo woo woo! That I did not like that. Felt like my hole got touched. That's not something I generally like happening. So the best way to do the spell is just to hope you get good luck. They're rare lunatic players. Yeah, they're like a 1% drop rate. Come on, that wasn't even a hard gap. But the one time you finally do spell one, you die to the easiest gap on. Like, that gap was way worse than I died to it. Wow, that was a really cringe bottom bullet. Wait, this whole spell is cringe. What was that? That was revolting. That was abysmal. What is that AI breakdown? Like it falls between late 2026 and mid 2027. That's not too far off, probably. That's not a bad assumption. What's the question for popularity poll? Is there? Oh, is there like a thing to ask you like what your best like run or something is? For stats. Yeah, I mean, the popularity poll is, like... If you're a lunatic player, the popularity poll is going to have, like, a 0% reflection of, like, the lunatic player community. Because they're such a small, microscopic part of the people who vote in the popularity poll. Japanese, that would help. That definitely could help, you know. I will say this 100%. I am for the first time ever, I'm actually looking forward to the popularity poll this year. And I have zero intention on actually voting still. I'm only looking forward to making content off of it. Koishi versus Rainbow coming first this year. I don't really care necessarily who does it. I kind of hope Koishi doesn't get first because I can make better jokes. I think the joke is funnier if it's someone else that's not that yield to Yin Yang Divine Orb. Yeah, enjoying the pleasure of it. What's the 142nd? Ooh, let me write that down. Let me write that down for the code grid. It's longer than spell prac. Is it in spell prac? Because the bracket should be the same length. Is spell prac longer? It's longer than that? Oh, interesting. Why is spell prac longer? Did he fuck up something in the practice code? This mustache villager is actually in the poll, yes. Yeah, this is why it's easy to this is why it's gonna be great to make content because of things like that. Big groups keep killing you because they're too fat. Welcome to my world. Mission, you can DKO very easily on that. Oh, yeah, that would make sense. Freaking out over the stack when the game came out for sure. Alan was activating freak mode over this attack. That red Yin Yang was slow as balls. Thank you, Green Orb.
Ow, I can't believe I played my way with that one. Uh... Fair, there is a difference between cheeking out a cap and trying to do something consistently. So you Ikiri up. Attack he doesn't like. I thought Alan was complaining about the summer attack, not the winter one. Oh, I'm just talking about Snowman. What did I just read? I should really mute chat for some time. Or just, like, turn off my monitor that has chat on it. Who's ready for me making weird noises later today? Is Aya 2? Is that the sequel? Aya 2? That's just Otade. Aya but better. Why are you booing me? I am right. Game Glitcher, which Tengu is the best Tengu? The blue eye is better than both of them? Okay. Glitcher, who's better, Aya or Hitade? Dog shit or cat shit. Rocky and Glitcher. I'm surprised you didn't do that long ago. This is just more sugar into my veins. Oh, it's Touhou Musokaku. Doesn't ring a bell. Boop. Phase 4 Kaido. Oh, that's free. Goose is like the easiest part of Touhou 20. With Goose, Arya final. Did you play Touhou? What's your elevator pitch? Do you like rainbow piss in your face? Like covering your face and your entire body? Do you like fairies that just like drop their pants and take fat shit on you? If you like those things, play Touhou 20. Eek. Best shot. If you really want to nerd out on that, you can say but hypers are not a shot. Hypers are independent from your base shot. So my
5 minutes really sucks. Yeah, I could believe that. That's why I grind for Snowman 10 minutes. That Hyper's like Donpachi? I don't know what Hypers are like in the Donpachi. Dude, I swear, this has got to be like the 100th time that Game Glitcher has talked about freaking stage 5 no cheese hyper. Like, how easy or hard is it? Like, I feel like this discussion has had like, at least like 100 times since the game's come out in this chat. Who does we have to pay you to do what we're talking about in chat? What, the stage portion? I mean, you'd have to pay me a bit. Probably not a lot, but like... Do you want me to play Hidden Star? If you want me to play Hidden Star, you shouldn't pay me money to go grind Touhou 20 for a week. Well, it's exciting since it's new and crazy, right? Yeah, but like, is it new and crazy the 100th time you have the same conversation about how hard is it? We're soon to stream the spin-off games. I have streamed clears of every fighting game and all the spin-off shmups as well for Touhou. Like, I briefly looked at routing out a number of portions in the Stage 5 section of Touhou 20 when I was doing my Lunatic 1cc. Within half an hour, I determined it's not worth it for the 1cc grind, and I kind of just, like, stopped. Okay? Because the reality is, no matter what, if you want to get a perfect stage, you're going to have to cap the Rainbow Pyramid in the middle of the stage without a cheese hyper. Okay? Like, if you want to sit there for long enough to get as perfect as that as possible, go for it. Be my guest. I'm not doing that unless I'm, like, trying an LNN grind in that game. Otherwise, I don't care. And that's not including the rest of the stage, which has a lot of threats, right? Like we've talked about the black butterfly situation a lot. Like, can you cap Rainbow Pyramid? Yes, I've capped Rainbow Pyramid once or twice. But, like... Do I really, like... To me, a single stage section done LNN, although it'd be cool to be like, yeah, I'd say I've done that. I don't care about that. Like, it's not a grind that is, like, meaningful to me, personally. And that's why, like, if someone strongly incentivized me into it, and by strongly, I mean with paid me a good amount of money to do it, maybe, but, like, I have no interest in it, which is partly why I don't, like, want to touch it on stream. Like, it's just not something that is interesting. Like, the grind that, or, like, just the stage 5 cleared. Like, I'd rather just do the whole game. And no, I'm not doing Touhou 20 next. Even if I did Touhou 20 with like Y1, with like the Y1 hyper or whatever, no, I have no good to playing that game next. Also, I have negative interest in playing that game with the Y1 hyper. I think it's the yellow 1 hyper. It might be the yellow 2 hyper. I forget which one. Someone can correct me. Choose you in other games. It's the same amount of interest I have in PCB with Border Break. Like PCB LNN with Border Break. It's negative interest. I don't. I had the line, but I double tapped. What a cool spell. That was a really greedy dodge. Dude, what is wrong with you today? Well, here's the thing about, like, release in Hidden Star, in my opinion. Is it a cool mechanic for the game to have? Yeah. Do I care about it? Like, the thing is, if I like play Touhou casually, I would love that. I think it would be a great mechanic. I think it's a phenomenal mechanic for casual. The thing is, if I want to play Touhou casually, I'm just gonna play Pod. I'm not gonna play 16 or any other game. I'm just gonna play Pod. Everyone's favorite fan game, Touhou TW. That's honestly, it's the one I have the most time into, so probably for me. This Pod Glaze again. I can't believe streamer's talking about a game he likes. Must be Glaze. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Holy fuck! That last dodge was rough. Also, Sinmin once again proving the lunatic stereotype right, SMH. Also, you do Jimbo grinding. I mean, I could use to get some more lunatic stereotype. The one that just, like, types random letters and pretends they have meaning with abbreviations. Sick. Like, look at this. Fucking BOSM for a Kumite and fucking dialysis of TLBS. What are we talking about? Jimbo grinding. Jimbo is not the number one thing I need to grind. Getting more Jimbo grinding is not a bad thing by any means, but there are probably only like it's probably like top 5 of things I could grind. I mean, this sucks. Like, what the fuck are we doing here, Jimbo? But I mean, like, that was also repulsive. Although not as bad, honestly. Yep, and then you lose the run. You run out of P. You have timeout mid-bosses come back more. Is it up a bit, though? We have a mid-boss to spell be a timeout. Personally, rank is an interesting mechanic that I think is cool in theory. In practice, I do broadly dislike it. Soon adds rank back. You know, it's gonna be added to LNNs, like LNN max ranks from the start. I mean, sure. I mean, like, some people would go out of their way to do that, but, like, I don't know exactly what that's doing. It only sucks in games that it's hard to manipulate, and also doesn't show it anywhere. I disagree with that aspect. I just don't like rank as an aspect of, like, of changing, like when you do an attack and you die, that the next attack is different then. Like, because of the rank difference, it's like, suddenly because you die, you're doing a different attack. Some attacks vary a lot more in this, but, like, that the fundamental change between just, like, the high and, like, having a high rank or, like, dropping your rank because you died or to something once, and it just, like, it kind of just changes the game in a way that just, I don't like what it does. Like, and it also, like, feels like in a game with rank, if I die something, I kind of just, like, it's like, oh, suddenly I don't care as much anymore. Like, okay, I can cap this thing, but, like, who cares as much, right? Jog and Addict. Koichi Heartthrobbing Adventure mentioned. Set into fit. Must burn them all. Did you spell one? It was harder. Would it be harder, or would the way it currently is be considered what it is at max rank? Right? Like who's to say adding rank would inherently make it harder? Excellent. DK watch streamer, yup. Can up FPS. Yeah, they can do that, or they can go play like Ultra mode, right? Like install the Ultra patch. But like that's one thing that, especially for them like EOSD, it can kind of like ruin low misses. I feel at times. Where it's like, okay, I died to fucking Sakuya, non-2, but then I capped Killing Doll. Well, I capped Killing Doll, but like, that wasn't real Killing Doll. It was like, a slightly better version of, or slightly worse version of Killing Doll. To a degree, it kind of can, it has a feel you can kind of dampen your run almost. Casually speaking, rank is fine. I don't think there's a problem with it casually in the slightest. Or not much, per se. Yeah, that was an awkward situation to kill that dude on the left. Yeah, Chicken Bow is grinding 75 FPS. SA. Okay, we're moving on.